I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to start the recording here, so for the recorded people, what's up? Wee Woo here. I've been entertaining chat. It's Father's... Oh, God, hiccups. It's Father's Day. I have some medieval mead here. Every time the players screw up, I'm going to take a swig. If there's a massive cup, I'm going to chug it. But otherwise, we only have about 20 players in this operation because it's a family holiday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that sort of thing. We tend to have less players in the ops because IRL is always more important than Arma. So, let's talk about upgrades here. The upgrade that Bad Wolf decided to get was he upgraded to T3 tanks, so he now has T70 BV models available, but he's not using that today because of the low number. And he bought all of his vehicles back because if you remember last week, he lost both BMPs, he lost the tank, he lost the GAZ. He did lose the MI-26, but that was on a technicality. Now, because of those technicalities, I have to debug MI-26 if anything silly happens. And otherwise, they only took one area, and they were going to then start here and attack, but then they changed the plan up last second on me, so I've had this large drive around from this position. So, the enemies, however, have done a big amount of upgrading. So, first thing you're going to notice when you scroll in, they have M4s now. They have enhanced combat helmets instead of combat helmets. We got rid of the fluff on top. And instead of tactical, tactical chest rigs, I gave them GA rigs. A mix of olive and darker olive, depending on what their roles were. Other than that, I also bought a few of these to put on the front lines. I'm starting to phase out the Sheridan tanks. We're going to start seeing some M1 Abrams going up. I didn't buy back my F-15, or excuse me, my F-16. I still don't feel like I really need it, at least not yet anyway. And I still have a pretty big cache of RP because I want to see what these guys do next week. But otherwise, players want to basically hit the resource fields on the back end and hit the fob. In about another 30 minutes or so, there will be a counterattack of forces coming down to here to go attack this fob location. And then I'll have them swing around. The issue with today, though, is because of last time with this attack, there will be an AA vehicle with them. Now I need to see... Yes.
Ready.
That puppy. This was something I decided to buy. I didn't spawn it, though, but I wanted an Avenger, and I'm not sure if I can put it... Yes, I can. That's because I want to prevent their T-50 from attacking my assault force like last week. So, I am on Whisper. Players have dismounted. They're fielding one BMP-3 as an armored asset. They still have Cap in the air. They have Bravo coming up in this UAZ because they were late joiners and they got a full infantry squad going. And they also have a command Gaz that can also support as an infantry weapon. And to be perfectly honest, guys, that could take this position with ease. So I'm just really excited to see how this all plays, you know? Now, QRF is going to be made out of Humvee groups coming in, so I am going to go ahead and get it ready to go. Because the resource points they're going to hit are going to be controlled by QRF groups that
looks like an oil refinery. Refinery.
Now you're hearing them talk on local. There's only two squads here, an M2 and a Bradley right here, but it's looking up this direction because we're not expecting an attack from this angle.
Stay back while we take out the linebacker, please.
I thought the linebacker was the AA version. But anyway, now that combat is starting, we're going to go to 90, 35, 50, 50. Put it to 32, but honestly, with this many players and this much AI spawn, the difficulty is not going to matter. It's going to be on the higher end because AI have less stuff to process. There's less players to bottleneck the server CPUs. They're going to be pretty accurate whether or not I like it. Yeah, the AA SAM is technically called the Avenger. I don't want to see another nice... If I see another blue-on-blue event like last week, I'm chugging my mead bottle, okay? I'm going to get tipsy, and then I'm going to just throw the book at him. gonna be murder. Script what properly, Trevi? Oh, script that the pacer test properly, and people can play that while they wait for players to get their shit sorted. Yeah, that when you do stuff like that, it does get a little disruptive, and I don't wanna mess with them. Dutch, you're saying you did the blue on blue accent? It's no one. I mean, the fault was of the person that didn't like call it in. So all 8 of the people that were in that Humvee that drove down, they're all technically the ones at fault because no one said anything, and it got messy.
Bravo, you might want to slow down before you go headlong into the AO.
I made a strawberry cake with my mother last week. It was basically had a layer of like strawberries turned into a jam.
Bravo, turn around.
Frosting.
Turn around or I'll shoot you myself.
Ouch. They almost drove into the AO and aggroed everything. That would have been funny. I mean, yeah, so again, I have them watching up this MSR because we expect them to attack from the south.
Alpha's ready to engage the Bradley.
Copy, Alpha. Begin your assault. I'll send these 4 guys up to you as soon as I get them out of their Vic.
Roger, engaging.
Yeah, strawberries are good. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here because Rocket came in, it was short.
Alpha, set status of linebacker.
Working on it. Decrew.
Yeah, just decrewed it. Got a few shots out though.
Go ahead, push up so we can make use of that autocannon.
Alright, reinforcements are going to be called from this position because, you know, one of those LR guys is still alive. So it's going to take a few moments, but I'll process the QRF in about 5 minutes, give or take. So you got this guy up here, he'll start suppressing. AI have noticed that BMP and having a lot of bullets flying into this position as they try to suppress. I love how they're still using some of these as sniper rifles. And then the squad is telling this one rifleman to flank around hard on the right. He's trying to get some shots on this position over here. So it's like Danny sighted him. Danny's on the multi-switch, by the way, guys, if you want to go see that. So he's going to try to stand up and get a shot off this guy. He has his RPG unloaded, too. Now, I'm going to try to maneuver this squad to stay back here, otherwise cross over there. BMP is charging up. They got to be careful, because if they push up too far, I do have a lot of rifle. Oh, there's a hit. That was by a... That was this Maz, yep. BMP just pushed up on its own and got hit by a Maz. I called it. Literally called it. It's like your infantry screen's right here. You're pushing off in a direction where there's hostile infantry.
Alpha, I have no idea what took it out from the left.
Yeah, this guy just keyholed it, though.
No idea. We're on the southeast side making a slow advance. I don't know why they didn't talk to us about this.
But yeah, that is unfortunate. I mean, they took out the Bradley pretty easily because the Bradley pushed up and didn't have any infantry screen, and the same thing just happened. Mirror match. Amazing. Ezzy, if you can hear my voice, get off the stream. He's a T0, he just doesn't know the rule yet, it's fine. So a few more minutes, I'll start bringing that QRF in, but yeah, that was this AT guy. He had a perfect shot of it right here. Yep, so that's not even considered a keyhole. Now this guy's getting his gun out. Skelly is now being shot at from this guy in the tower, and now he's being flanked. He just took quite a few hits there.
I just keep some eyes looking to the north. There's some machine in contact just with the BMP dog.
Yeah, we're hanging out on the southeast side with all the hard cover. We're working our way slowly inward.
Just, you know, I'm trying to... I just think that's unfortunate that the BMP went down. It went way at... Like, the infantry was over here at that point. This wasn't completely clear. There's some hills right here. You had... Honestly, if that guy didn't hit it, this guy probably would have, because he's still alive. Just went down right there, but that BMP would have pushed up more in that time. This guy could have just whipped out his 136 and booped the BMP. What that BMP should have done was come back here, get a good overwatch position behind the infantry screen. They already had air fly over here to see that there was nothing. They could have also sent a guy or two up there to check things out and set up like a recon overwatch. That could have been like a command thing since they have the grenade launcher vehicle. They could have been alongside that BMP to the right side to cover it in case something were to come over, and they would have been able to engage from up there. But instead, they got way too close and completely knocked out, and now the players are down to BMP. I did even ask Bad Wolf in the beginning if he wanted me to move the other BMP up to the airfield, and he said no, because, and I quote, if we lose that BMP, it's probably going to be all over anyway. Now, this is just kind of awkward, because what are they going to do in this situation? Now they're gonna, the only pilot they have on station is Malin to get the other BMP towed. So either they're going to just send these guys back because they're trying to keep their crewmen slots alive because those cost money to make, and, you know, or get another BMP. Maybe they'll try to get this Bradley working, because they do have engineers, they do have toolkits, there's nothing against that. But they'll just have to make it work. Anyway, another 2 minutes before I send in the QRF. With this small amount of players, they could get the Bradley going, but they will also need to get the fuel truck back. So that does, silver lining there is they could have the surviving crewmen take this R&R Vic back for 3 resource points. That can then contribute to buying back another BMP. So Medic's doing his best right here to get Risen back. Undead is also Medic working on Risen. Bad Wolf is also hitting on himself because the cook-off is starting to hit him. I really gotta hope none of those big rounds fly over and hit this group, because otherwise it will knock them out and create a mass cast situation. Ideally, you wanna, they did get behind this hill, so they are doing the right thing, but there is always that, you know, less than 0.01% chance that a cook-off round hits this tree and angles off and kills everyone. I have seen it happen a few times, so you just gotta be careful. Either ways,
Alpha, we have an M2 Humvee coming down the MSR from the north.
Yes, they're calling that out. That thing just on a patrol. So captured enemy vehicles. This is only a tier 2 vehicle. So they've already captured one of these, so there's no research bonus that would give them for BMPs. In fact, the BMPs got discounted because they captured a linebacker like 3 or 4 weeks. No, it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago, actually. So now it's just worth its value as like 1 RP if they bring it back to space and scrap it. But in this case, it might be useful to bring that in today. Otherwise, I've got a few more seconds. I'm just going to send them now. It's about that time.
On the way. Wilco.
Put in some QRF from that base. Looks like they did mark the M1A1 right there. Malin's able to mark vehicles with his radar, and then he can fly a little lower to see what they are specifically. I'm also going to prep a little bird. To be sent to assist the players, and then that's going to tell me that they have cap in the air, and that's going to ground the rest of my air assets. But I did buy a bunch of those in bulk. So at least now I'll be able to confirm that they have cap plant presence up there. But naturally, I want to send in some air support to assist them. And when I say that, I mean my AI coming in. Now this is going to be a massive kill zone. Again, if they had the BMP up here, then they could overwatch this MSR and completely obliterate any QRF I'd be sending down. But it's not the case. So Risen has been brought back up. I want to see if they repair this puppy. Oh, let me guess. When it copied over, it didn't clear the inventory. No, it did not. God damn it. So I have all the ones up there debugged, but for whatever reason, when I do a hard copy paste on them, they don't get rid of, like, it keeps the inventory, and I always forget about that. The issue with Bradley's is they have javelins, and the javelins are a bit advanced.
Go re-kit onto something infantry.
When there's an issue like that, I don't take them away, but,
See more copies.
you know, that's a fault. That's just, you know, all these little things I gotta remember in every single operation. That's fine. I'll give it to him. Quickly clear the inventory there.
This is Alpha. We've secured the field and we've secured
and they're
the linebacker.
naturally starting to loot enemy weapons again.
We're dug in on the north side waiting for this Bradley to show up, but no sign of it yet.
Now they're saying there's a Bradley coming.
It was a Humvee. I believe it's turned around at this point.
Yeah, they're marking these as Stainer Bradleys. They're just tow Bradleys. So this is what a regular Bradley looks like. A Stainer Bradley is one of these. The again, the linebacker.
Air is now relaying. 2 more coming down. Air is reporting also airborne QRF. He's intercepting.
Yeah, so he took that out. Still staying on the edge, I'll give it to him. But if when he starts flying around this objective, I will mobilize an F-16. Probably when he's flying around this section.
Airborne QRF, if Cap cannot intercept.
It's already dead, don't worry.
I'm going to divert this thing to the right now that they're being
and
told
pretty much all airborne QRF is going to come from direction of airfield.
This guy's gonna stick here, let them dismount.
Solid copy.
What's nice about having less players is I can also micro the AI a lot better. No, no, no. Stay in the low ground, you plebeians. Come on. And I took the M2 too. They're also pressing up at that direction. AT shot goes out back here. That was by Maz. And now that the gunner's dead, I'm going to have that thing try to fall back. Another 23 minutes and the main attack will be sent. It's going to have to cut through this position, though, so that's going to be one crazy little operation here. You know what? Let's bail. See, if I want the AI to, like, run back to their Vic, they don't really know how to do that. God, I miss Blast Corps. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? So I'm just trying to have these AI pull back. Where are you? Okay, no, that's the one pulling back. That's why. Hey, at least they're not going to smack each other, right? Oh yeah, by the way, I did say every time something silly happens, I'm going to... No, what the fuck are you idiots doing? I'm going to break them apart.
Alpha, what's your head count right now?
Let me quickly take a swig of my medieval mead here.
13 currently.
Copy. Were any of those Humvees capturable? Or are they all dead?
Oh my freaking god.
I think they'll manage to get away.
Copy.
Just get over there.
We're gonna proceed on foot to the next resource field once we've dealt with the QRF. Your judgment on passing UA's Gaz will follow you as best as possible for support.
Be advised, Alpha is shooting AC and vests from the enemies because they're better than ours for now. We also managed to salvage one javelin.
I hate the AI.
Copy. Don't have a Vic, so we shouldn't have to worry about them PIDing you on AT anymore.
Did we manage to save the crew?
So, this is why you don't see any Zeuses do any proper retreats, because when you try, the AI are just dumb as fucking bricks,
Alpha,
and they will enter a vehicle like a helicopter every single time. So some of them will, you know, run back and then just run around instead of just run directly to it.
When we plan the attack?
Oh my fucking god, just run.
Yeah, my plan is actually just to push east across the mountain, get
run!
Hopefully
Why are you staying there?
Engage and then push down through the forest, and hopefully make it in.
They're dumb. They're just very...
Copy.
Very dumb.
Go ahead and start moving when you feel ready. Gaz will follow behind. That terrain should all be manageable.
Alright, I'm gonna have him on standby in case I need him. I'm gonna start prepping this convoy here. There's nothing crazy in these, right? Alright, cool. So yeah, they're going on foot. These guys I'm going to send in about 16.5 minutes, and their goal is going to be to hit that, but they might get caught in between right there. And I need to start garrisoning that fob.
Alpha, do you have a guy you could detach to run this resource truck back to the fob? UAZ should be there waiting for him.
Say again for Alpha?
Do you have a guy you could detach to run this resource truck back to the fob so that I can keep the gun truck up with you?
Because they're close to it proximity-wise.
Seymour, can you hear me on 5-0?
Hang on a sec.
I don't know why I'm having just weird chest pains today.
I'm just going to have Platoon Sergeant run it, and I'll gun on the gas. Okay, copy.
Whoops. Alright, that should be good.
You are Alpha's
I'm
only
not having a
support
heart
now.
attack, don't worry.
Alpha is 12 strong now.
Too young to have that. I'm not that fat.
Hey, firm Alpha.
It's just thick. It's okay. It's just thick. There's a little aircraft crater that spawn. They spawn in little clumps right there. It's actually a nice little feature on the server, but you just gotta be careful with it. No, I'm not having any breathing problems. Calm down. Otherwise, let's see what I can clean up here. Let's get rid of all those bodies. Oh, there's some art over there that's probably not stream appropriate. Why do you use heal and not full heal when I fix people? Either works. They're interchangeable, at least to my knowledge. If that's changed, then I guess I just don't know. That guy in delete, because he's technically completely fallen back. And what's Malin doing? Yeah, I do have this puppy. See anything, buddy? If we just mash the T key? Maybe? Yes, no? Oh, there's a burb. Can we lock onto the burb? No. Disappointing. That's just to show you how high he is up there. Now these guys are going for a walk. Immersive heal makes it so that an AI will walk over and then give a full heal to another unit. It's meant to be done when you intermingle AI and players. We'll see how things go with that. Just something I never use because I don't really have ops that
Alpha
do that.
Air just got done reconning the third resource field. Again, there's another linebacker variant there. He is also reporting that increased Humvee patrol activity on our route, so it looks like they're reacting to us in terms of putting up a lot of gun trucks as well.
They're mis-PIDing all the Bradleys, thinking that they're linebackers.
Copy.
Which I find kind of funny. No, there's no hidden mass graves here. Did you... How? How did you... Alright, Swig 2. I don't know how they did that, but...
For refuel.
I don't see a wrecked bush. Oh, here they are. No, you're right. Wrecked bushes. Yep. But how did it injure the back right wheel and not the front two wheels? Did they, like, clip it as they were driving around on the right side off the right? It makes no sense. What's that? That's a spare wheel. That's for textures, though. But if I were to double-click it, there's no spare wheels in the cargo. So to give you guys an example, if I were to scroll out and, actually, that might be a Zen thing. Yeah, it doesn't show it. But there's always a spare wheel and a spare track in the Vic. But that's... I just have no question. I don't know. Maybe I should get a heart attack. Let's go. Take me out of this world. I don't know anymore. Stay and suffer. Thanks, Frost. Hey, why don't you come on the Op, Frost? They could use the guidance of a T3. Because I've already had to drink twice. It's the aesthetic tire. See, it's just the aesthetic tire. It's okay. I probably should have eaten something more than lobster bisque and bacon this morning, because I'm such a lightweight with alcohol, it's not even funny. Now, here's the really fun part. If they attack this base within the next 10, like, after another 10 minutes, I get to send the attack wave and the QRF I would send. That's going to be 3 squads of infantry, a Bradley, the Avenger, and an M2 Humvee. AKA, guys, they're not going to have... No, they're going to have a bad time. And I've told them, like, every week there's going to be some QRF going to assault an objective. Sometimes it might run into them, sometimes it won't. I literally flip a coin. Heads, left. Tails, right. Today it was tails. So it was meant to be, you know, they take this fob, and when they're going up this route, then they fight the QRF, but now the QRF's going to pretty much just serve as, QRF. No, not lobster biscuit, lobster bisque with a QE. It's a soup. Though I did butcher it a little bit. Don't use frozen lobster because frozen lobster loses the sweetness. So the tomato kind of overpowered the lobster, so it became like a tomato bisque with a lobster aftertaste. It was good. But next time we just gotta lessen the tomato paste. Yeah, Stefanix, I'm good for a restart. Screw it. Let's make Fallout 4 the game it was meant to be, okay? Except that if I'm the general of the Minuteman, I'm not the one doing all the work. I'm the one telling everyone that the settlements need their help, okay? That's how it's done. Oh, things are fine, Merlin. Just fish the lobsters fresh out of the ocean. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. And then I have to go get a fishing boat, which can be thousands of dollars, but, you know, it's just a very expensive lobster. Malvik, you're not going into a fucking Raider faction. You say sorry way too goddamn often to go into a Raider faction. You're the type of person that would get raided by Raiders and then apologize for not having anything good for the Raiders to raid. And then they'd feel sorry for you, adopt you, and then you'd become a... Oh my god, no, you would be a Raider. Oh, you're totally right. Never mind. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doubting you. Oh. Yeah, and then as you're looting, you'll then tell people, so fuck me. Forge, I don't know. I don't know you that as well as Malavik. Just means we gotta talk more. Before an execution, I say smile and say sorry. No, that's Bloodwing. That would be Bloodwing. No, if you want to be civilized, you just gotta be Negan from, Walking Dead. Just beat up people with a baseball bat. I don't know, yeah. Like, the only reason I know what Malzik would be is because, he's in my, text chat RP thing I do on the side. It's how I help generate op ideas for 40k stuff for the 700. 6.5 minutes. This is actually going to be down to the nose. They'll probably begin the attack another 2 minutes, and then that QRF is just... It's going to be bundled in with the assault force. Ay, ay, ay. Well, yeah, you can play golf with people's heads during the apocalypse. That would be nice. When Karen hunting becomes sport. Oh man, some of the videos I have seen on the internet of people being so disrespectful to other people. Over masks of all things. Best case scenario, you're saved from the plague. Worst case scenario, you're minorly inconvenienced from a mask. Like, goddamn. People are silly. You gotta remember the average human intelligence and that, you know, 49.999% of people are below that. Scary thought. But anyway, now the operation is about to begin for this next resource field. If they get it this week, they get +3 resources. Rex gonna open up with his javelin. No, he might have been just using the clue system on the javelin to scout things. The real trick is any of the AI going to aggro on the people silhouetting on the hill. I see one right there. I see some movement. It looks like these guys are blind. I got this M2 looking... Oh, I think the M2's aggroing on the plane. Probably, yeah, at that angle, the plane is, the T-50 did fire at that other thing from there.
Don't press the hill with the Jeep. We're really close to this.
Malin is super high up. But they are at an angle where they can't really shoot at the Bradley. So they are trying to adjust here. But yeah, they're spread out all across this position. I'm surprised nothing's aggroed. I guess just there's nothing... I mean, we got this guy looking at it, but I guess it's just out of his detection range. But yeah, from this angle, he should see him. It's weird. Usually the AI would aggro, but let it go. Why is everyone in chat talking about cannibalism now? You know what? I don't even want to know. Just, yeah. Sure.
We're engaging.
Copy.
Alright. So in order to make this work, I need to give the Bradley a head start, because the Bradley is slow.
Understood. We'll go. On the way. Roger. Solid copy. Roger. We'll go.
Now the firefight is pretty much beginning. Some people going over the hill. Skelly, not a good idea here to go in the open. You're getting shot at by everything under the sun. He's got no choice but to go prone. Grenade goes off right behind that guy. It's a good shot. You're still hearing the fire click off. Yanni, meanwhile, trying to get up behind those rocks. And Rex is pulling back. Yeah, so this is a broken position here. And Rex gets shot in the ass. Now the shots are probably going to start lining up to Skelly. And he is shooting some ear rounds over to his right, as this force all kind of circles around. So 2.5 minutes, I will be sending both the QRF and the next assault wave here, and that's when the real fight's going to begin. I need to really, yeah, I forgot. I need to take the binoculars off the infantry because they need to be shooting, not sitting around. So I think Skelly is down up here. Yep, he just got shot, put his hands down. This flank on the right is collapsing, and these guys on the left are collapsed as well. What they really need to do is bring the command Vic up and pepper things with grenade rounds and bullets, because doing this purely as infantry is not going to work out. It also doesn't help that the command element is over here as 3 dudes peeking at this flank. Here it might work for them because of the few infantry. There's only about 16 infantry and a Vic in there. But this might fall apart when that Humvee comes around, because that Humvee will definitely stop and check out what's going on. I got 90 seconds before I send that remaining QRF. Malon's teasing me. Now this guy that just turned away. Yanni's still up right here holding that front line. Rex getting bandaged by Luxie there. And Nim and Onion still down over here. So you got a remaining 3-man patrol team back here and just sporadic 4 dudes around.
Copy, air on 5-0. Alpha, we have a Bradley coming down from the town of Nalala to our north.
Zombies will catch up in a second.
If it's going to hit here or try to hit
Malin
us
only
on
has air-to-air
fire
munitions in that plane, so he is just a recon bird. There's nothing you can do on the ground except maybe do a gun run, but that gun's not going to do too much. So really, what you're going to have is just a lot of people on their own. Looks like someone's bringing... It kind of looked funny. It looked like those loose were attached to Skelly as he ran down. So I just thought that was interesting. Meanwhile, these 3 guys still back here. They're just picking off the stragglers. They hit that one guy right there. Even though these 3 are off their own, they should be okay in getting that done. But now we're going to send the rest of the infantry.
Roger that.
And that other M2 is going to get there very, very soon.
Copy that. Solid copy. Understood. On the way.
And yeah, this is pretty much a little less than a platoon worth of dudes. Now you got this M2 coming by. She is set to active. Looks like Danny does see it. He's trying to get away from it. Should get his RPG out. This is going to be a quick shot. And he hits it on the right. And manages to kill both of the dudes and preserve the vehicle. And the only thing that's... Wow! That was a really good shot. Now they can control that, but they're not going to know that the pilot and gunner are dead.
Don't waste ammo on it.
So, Bad Wolf knowing what's happened, now he's telling Alpha not to shoot at it. That was a perfect shot. That was, without a doubt, a perfect shot.
Alpha, tell your guys to stop. Wait, never mind.
So Yanni's going to basically tap these two people, hopefully quick. Because this guy didn't know how to get out of this 1-3-man thingamajig. And, Yanni takes a few shots there and get a little cartoonish, both guys did not know how to aim right there. But anyway, main QRF is now coming, and it's the QRF mixed with the assault team that would have gone and taken down that fob. They're all reprioritized. This happened 2 weeks ago, and it created a very nasty fight, which cost them all of their advance back when they were taking that fob. So that one had a tank in it. This one has a little less, because I'm trying to balance it for these guys, but at the same time, it is meant to be a very tough fight. So Mr. Moore is going to try to have him run up, but he's already being engaged by Iopus, and he's none the wiser. I mean, it was set to combat, so he was just being silly. Yeah, beautiful RPG hit. Absolutely beautiful. So, they've got this reinforced position down. They got the RP vehicle right there. It's another fuel Vic. But this QRF, man. And I timed it perfectly where this Bradley is going to be right here.
The and get a defensive position. We have massive QRF coming down from the north. Seymour, McMarine, Risen Kill.
And if Air tries to strafe it,
within range.
I've got something to take him. Meanwhile, these two guys have just been walking. Now they're overshooting the airfield. They're heading west instead of south. I love it when the players get lost. Now they will have to pull defensive. I'm going to quickly tap this Vic right here, make sure...
we have at least a 5-vehicle QRF heading towards our position, Alpha. From the north.
Looks like Yanni's calling, I think, because he died.
Alpha, do you read me?
Yes, I read you.
Don't have a body back there.
They're still looting bodies.
He might show up. Yeah, again, the Bradleys, I delete their Vics, but for whatever... I delete their cargoes, but for whatever reason, when I spawn them as a direct copy-paste, it keeps it. Oh, it's okay for us.
ID on the Bradley, on the vehicle so far is at least 1 Bradley and 1 Avenger.
Roger. Wilco. Wilco. Roger. Roger. On the way. Copy that.
I'm going to be maneuvering my Vics with my infantry here to cover them. The Bradley is going to be what stays on the MSR, and the Humvee is going to go with the infantry. Now, this is a bigger force than the players, and the players don't have any support, and they I'm just taking a drink for that. I'm just taking a swig. Screw it. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
On the way.
Sure.
Understood.
I'm thinking, you know, maybe they'll use the M2 right there. Again, they really need to use this command vehicle for that grenade launcher. It would be so useful right now.
Copy that.
And we're hearing that jet. And the shooting's begun. This squad out in the open.
On the way.
This is Air on 50. Does anybody copy by the airfield? Air on 50.
Anytime today. That's a hit. Managed to disable the gun. Alright, she's going to be out of action. If I can save it and repair it, it's a lot cheaper than getting a new one. So looking at the players here, pretty open. Onion's down because he was on an open rooftop. Same with Rex. They're firing another rocket. That's a miss.
Understood. Understood. Wilco.
I'm going to try to reposition this Vic.
Alpha, make sure you watch friendly fire to us over here.
Do we have a friendly Humvee behind us?
Negative.
Oh!
Wilco. Copy.
Alright, so looking at things, Skelly pushed out to that Vic, he got shot dead. IZ here is working on King of Kings. These two guys are still down up here. They might bleed out.
UAZ guys, if you can hear me on 5-0, you're
And we also have
between
multiple
us and
dudes
you.
down right here, so they just got to be careful. Meanwhile, this infantry group doing its best. I'm going to have them try to reposition. If we actually find this gas, I will steal it, and I will use it against the players. And I have this Avenger Humvee just kind of back here to make sure air doesn't do any strikes. Yeah, but now the AI are all breaking apart here, so I'm going to do the really nasty thing.
On the way. Copy that. On the way. On the way.
Alpha, sit rep.
Holding.
That's basically break them apart
Surviving, I think.
so I
Copy.
can send them around. And yeah, they're going to run into that. So Scally looks like he DCs because he probably died. Yep, he was behind that Vic.
They're flanking pretty hard to the west. We might want to just call it after this one.
I mean, yeah, for their manpower, 2 resource fields, not a bad haul at all. And they stopped the attack, so they're not going to lose anything today. Let's see, where are my 2 riflemen?
Copy. On the way.
I'm going to cheat and just put them in. No. No, 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 no.
Alpha, west.
On the way.
So we got Yanni up here. But yeah, instead I wanted him to go up with it,
Whoever
but
dropped that last guy, thank you.
they just drove off with it. So fine, I mean,
Solid copy.
screw it. Run away. So that attack was thwarted, so we're gonna send the Avenger back.
Copy.
Now it's their move. They can continue, or they can stay. Stole Vic. That's nice. Because I can go use I can use a gas later if I technically want to, because I'm not gonna scrap that. I'm actually just gonna field that later. Won't be today, but it'll be later. It's one of those hot days too, because it is getting to the summer. So.
Alpha, where'd you leave that supply truck?
So supply truck's back there.
Say again.
Other truck
Where'd you leave
is
the
also
supply
back.
truck?
Nice. Now we just gotta see where things go after this.
Confirm no one took our gas.
The enemy took our gas.
Hey, that's what I meant. Confirm no friendlies. Gas has been requisitioned by the enemy. You're free to gun run it.
Ooh, ooh, yes! Make my day! Make my day! So I'm not gonna pretend to know that, because that would be metagaming, but I do have the Avenger moving back with him. I want to see if Malin tries to gun run it. Because I will shoot him down with that Avenger. Oh, he's going for it. I do have radar. Well, actually, no. It also means I can put my catbird in the air. So screw it. We'll do that. Do 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 Now his AI might go defend only.
On the way. On the way.
Avengers tracking. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Understood.
He went to defend only.
Friendly UAV inbound from the west.
Oh my god, come on. It's combat time.
Copy that. On the way. Understood.
He's flaring things off. I think I just saw something fly by him. That was a delayed hit. As of course it was. And I can't sound the careless. Mr. F-16. Yeah, he's going down. So that's just gonna promote me to, or at least the idea of upgrading my cap next week. What a dumbass. Let's bring that back to main HQ so I can dissect it. The Avengers all looking around. Good fight. But that means I'm gonna probably commission some of these next week. And these are the vanilla bad boys. And their ordnance is pretty nasty. But they're hell of expensive, but I have the money for it, so might as well make it happen. These guys are staying right here as
Are you
well.
guys about ready to move out?
So I'll have to see how everything goes. I could if I want to invest in something like an F-22, but I don't really see any reason to go past an F-18.
I think we're waiting on reinserts at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Max, last week,
Copy. I saw the UAZ.
the F-16 went crazy. This week, it sucked.
Oh, so where did you put that, Vic?
Welcome to the
supply
AI.
Vic. Did you put it next to the gas?
Unknown.
Scully
I
had
thought-
it, TBC.
Okay, I'm assuming he RTB'd with it. I hope.
Yeah, Skelly's not on the server
That's by the
anymore. He
secondary.
disconnected, and that's his body, so...
Okay, I'm gonna find 2 people to RTB with the UAZ and it. Then
Mark, that one has a normal Bradley. I mean, that's... It's the same exact one as this one. That is one T-50 rearm I'm gonna have to mark for later. I mean, now that's grounded, though, I can say that this can go get hidden. So, I'm gonna get some GAZs later.
Yeah, we're still just looting and just hang tight for us.
I don't know if they're looting,
yep,
though.
we'll take our time. It's, I mean,
They're
we'll
still
march
just
on foot because we literally have
patching
no
up
assets left
everyone.
to lose to grab that resource field. But
Manually, they're
and
gonna
if we all
march
die,
everyone
we
to that
will
position.
just call it there.
Roger that.
Interesting. Okay, let's mobilize some infantry from this base just to kind of walk in.
All right, I need 2 volunteers.
Understood. On the way.
Just to kind of have some action in between, so there isn't that much of a fight. So it isn't as much of a boring walk, excuse me. Go ahead, delete some bodies here. Yeah, they're all just looting the Spark, the frickin'
Iopis,
HK
how strong are you
417.
right now?
Nah, it's not the amount of AA, because if AA were to actually do its job, that Avenger would have shot at
Copy.
as he was
Take
coming
2
down on
volunteers.
that
Make
direct
sure they're
gun run.
different people from last time. We're gonna send them back with the resource truck in the UAZ.
It's the AI are dumb. Zergling rush work, yeah, I mean, we had it go over the hill, but they all died because they all went in the open right there. I wanted the Gaz to go up and cover them, but then the Gaz, as soon as I left for the gunner seat, decided to bank left, and that collapsed, so oof to all of that. But we will have another op at 3. It's going to be a T3 cash hunt op. It's not going to continue the campaign we've been doing. It's just going to take a small break from it because when I was copying all the scripts over, I accidentally overrided the mission SQM file and deleted 5 hours of work. So I'm like, damn. Whatever. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. And I'll spend the rest of the day working on finishing Golden Rule 2 scripts. I know I've been saying that all week, but that's because I completely reworded Golden Rule 2 from players pew-pewing their guns to just balancing the fucking op because it just applies in a larger scale. Once your ace loadouts get lost, I don't believe there's a way to retrieve them because they're saved on a temporary file in your
Hi, this is
profile.
Ground. Do I have a theater sit rep?
What do you mean by that? You mean the time limit?
Nah, just general anything happening outside of my immediate AO that I should be aware of.
Negative. Over.
Copy, thank you.
Bad Wolf, head straight west from the truck.
Now we just get to wait. You never know which Arma AI you're gonna get. The normal idiots or that one RPG I can take out the entire convoy. The fucking CSAT RPG convoy, boyo.
Bad Wolf, do you want
Or
the log?
anti-CSAT.
Yes or no?
That was an op against,
Yes, where are
what, NATO
West.
forces, right?
Straight west.
That was one hell of an op. Goes to show, you know, it's depends on whatever the CPU decides to prioritize.
IOPIS, while you still have comms with the UAZ guys, tell them they have 3 reinserts waiting for them.
No, it wasn't a CSAT AI. It was a Blue 4 AI. The player base was CSAT, and that one AI with No, wait a second. It was an RPG-32 that made those shots, though. The player base was CSAT, though, right? I could have sworn. Were they Blue 4? I thought it was CSAT against Syndicate. I don't know. Whatever. No, players were CSAT, so it had to have been... I probably gave them either RPGs, it had to have been Blue 4 Syndicate then. I'll have to rewatch it again, because now my mind's all scruffled. But, no, it was one AI took out, like, 4 BTRKs. Or it was 3 BTRKs and 1 Marine. Either way, he killed 4 vehicles and completely screwed up the entire player base. And it was in the opening engagement, which I always tried to make the easiest one. And he did it from 300 meters away. 75
Alpha,
of those
you guys
meters
ready to move?
was in a forest, freaking jungle.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna tell one of them to tow
was
the
ma- it
damaged
was-
Bradley
it was
back
mess.
with them as well.
Just a mess.
Copy.
I don't know why I'm struggling to remember. It runs back to the footage, right? Something like that. I want to separate that squad a little bit from that one. Oh, BRB, I need to get some water because I'm just getting a little dehydrated here.
Alright, staggered column. Next objective is the next resource field. Head out as you see fit.
My plan is to follow the red line, mostly.
Copy.
Hi, this is Alpha. Hi, Command, this is Alpha.
Sounds like he was on the wrong end of some counter battery.
What a shame.
Alright, they're finally getting on the move, eh?
I'm with Alpha Guard.
Oh, did they say something to me? Ground is high back on that.
Do you see what I see?
Appears they were trying to camouflage this resource field.
Oh.
Does this count for extra resource points because it's mining a tree?
So I got some medieval mead here, you know, honey wine. I'm just hold on. Yeah, just okay. Yep. That's what I gotta say about that. Normally I have something funny to say. I'm just at a loss for words. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. Here, this will tell me if this is my mistake or the map mistake. I already know it's my mistake, but just to confirm. Yeah, oh, it's a spawned-in, so when I was making this field, I accidentally put that in the tree and forgot about it. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Now I can't get rid of it. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Yep. Anyway, we're about to have two squads come up here. It's going to be battle for this random ridge. We've got player base on the left, blue 4 on the right. And we're going to do this commentary style. So we've got little small ants down there, and we have little small ants down over here. Just a bunch of angry player base and standard tactical blob formation. We have a strong blob to the front here, and the blob tends to peter out to an actual column in the back. That appears to be where the command elements are, with most of the blob facing forward. So this is a strong frontal blob formation, and behind them, on the other side of this ridge, we have just about two columns going, a little bit of a wedge going on the front of this column here, and this just appears to be some sort of staggered column pseudo wedge, but I could also mistake that as a tactical blob. Left squad is starting to form its wedge. Right squad still in a line. Meanwhile, player-based tactical blob here is starting to form a little bit of a pseudo battle line. It's more of an echelon left, actually. And we're about to see first contact right off the bat. Oh, shit. Players just saw bad guys right there. AI have not aggroed yet. There you go.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
So, Blue 4, I am going to have them react as follows. I'm going to have these guys try to flank around on the left, but we already have Nimia beating them to the punch. Nimia just took a hit, though, unfortunately, and these guys do have the cover here as these forces start to move up. So this is clearly going to be a player-based victory here. However, there is always hope.
Copies.
I'm just hugging him behind the tree best he can. Nim's still up, manages to gun him down. Checking the map real quick because air is calling, but I don't see air anywhere in the area right now. Get it, air, haha, mountains to the south, there he is. Otherwise, gonna have these guys try to run away. Whether or not they actually run away is anyone's
ground,
guess.
be advised, relay from the air, 3 times reinsert, still waiting at the airfield at the moment.
Copy, it's a long drive, there's a resource truck in the UAZ, they'll ride back with the UAZ.
He's back up.
Inbound, don't have an ETA, left about 5 minutes ago.
And anyway, I'm gonna have this
Airfield,
guy
be advised,
cover.
you have a UAZ and a refuel truck coming towards you. Once they're there, you're gonna ride with the UAZ back in.
Alpha, you got some stragglers running to the east.
Try to do some shock infantry stuff to make them freak out and stay away. That was an AT round. It was against Blobby. It hit the tree on purpose. Now I'm trying to get these guys to run. Bad Wolf, though, he's horny for a one-on-one here. On his own, on the right flank, he is pushing. And these AI are trying to run. But Bad Wolf is the big bad wolf here, and he wants to slay his little piggies. So he is now looking around cautiously. He is now going to see those targets right behind him. He's got one bandaging, and he starts taking shots here. And auto rifleman gets hit. I was going to use him. And now my little piggies are going wee all the way to hell. But this piggy has a rocket launcher, and he is angry. And he gets shot to death. And that little piggy gets shot in the face, and this little piggy is now running for his life. Will he make it, though? Well, he is going to need a distraction here before he runs, so we're going to cock this AT. Look out. And blow Nimia to high hell. How are you alive? What? What? Fuck that, I'm running. What? No. No, she was the person with the AA. She... No, that was Nimia, because Nimia had the AA launcher. Nimia's cheating, yep. Nimia has hacked. Oh, God, they fired the 18 back! They weren't supposed to do that! Billy, no! Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. I got nothing.
Sit rep alpha.
Billy gave his life to trying to run, but the big bad player base wouldn't let him. Well. Yeah, the rocket probably hit the AA launcher and negated most of the damage, because that's how Arma works. See, when I fire an HEDP rocket at them, they just laugh it off. When they fire an HE rocket next to me, I just drop dead. Amazing. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Yeah, it's a Syndicate AT boys that killed the convoy CSAT. I figured. Just brain got confused. And then the Syndicate had some CTRG players playing as Blue Tornado. Yep. But the player base will live on until the next firefight. I still don't... how many bandages did she have to use? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bandages. So a rocket, an HEDP directly hitting someone will not get me an unconscious. It won't get me a bloodlust. It'll just get me 8 bandages. What in tarnation? Alexa, play Despacito. Fuck me. Alright, otherwise, I think they're going to go for that position and then just be done with it. I'm actually really surprised they didn't loot one of the transport Humvees. They could have taken all 3. That would have given them 24 slots, and they could have just driven to the next AO, but instead they're going to walk it. It's just interesting thought here. No, Blue 4 is not going to start spamming light tanks, because the lightest tank I have is a Sheridan. Although it is cheap to produce, I would just murder the players with them, and that would be bad. Oh no, they knew the Humvees were there. I mean, look. Humvee City. So, Chow, are you sure? Are you sure about that? He was on the stream. Just saying. Just saying. So whatever happened to the... Right. Yeah, I had a tab open. You know, when I used to play Luton's Ops, I'd just have 5 tabs open of Luton stream while I played. Totally. Every time. And my dog ate my homework, and I was never able to go to counseling. And they're dragging it. I mean, it's a T3 Bradley, but they have BMP3, so it wouldn't give any research bonuses. But at least they're trying. Yeah, right, Don? Yeah, it's kind of awkward. I swear, the vodka was just in the car, officer. I wasn't actually drinking it. The fact that my breath smells like alcohol is because of the cough syrup I took, yeah. PTRS PTSD. Not gonna lie, if I saw a bunch of dudes wielding those as marksman rifles in an op and watched one of those rounds blow my buddy's head off, I'd probably have PTSD from that. I'm not an expert, but it's probably how it would go. Sean, don't give him ideas. Because then I have to IP track, and I don't want to IP track. Yeah, Kiss, go remake all your loadouts. You'll be okay. Blood makes the grass grow. Oh, great. Now I'm being reminded of some of the random facts my ex would tell me about the Celtic people having orgies in fields to help the plants grow. She was a weird one. Alright, so players are going to go on a 2-click walk before they get to the next bit of action. I'm not going to send anything else against them. So now we have some more time to chat. So how's everyone doing? Again, we are going to have a T3 cache hunt after this operation. It's going to be in Tanoa, and it's going to use the area that I used back in 2017 for a similar op, but that was for an entire player base, and it was, I think, CSAT versus... No, it might have been NATO. It was either NATO or CSAT versus, whatchamacallit, versus Syndicate. That was, I think, my first mission on Tanoa, actually.
Kidding someone who has to leave.
Copy. Just tell your squad.
I did tell them. They kept going, apparently.
Yeah, it is funny, Don. It is very funny.
Today.
Oh, no, I'll talk with Bad Wolf after the op. And if he did tell me to get off the stream and he didn't, then we'll have a chat. Damn, I saw that was a lot of N-hentai links. I'm a bit scared. Wait, Don, what the hell are bagel chips? Well, yeah, that's fair, Kiss. I mean, the garrison module in Zen isn't too bad, but if you really want to make a garrison, you just select all the units and disable their pathing. And then put them in where you want them. And then when you want them to run around again, just select them all, go into abilities, and recheck off pathing. That's the way around it. But that's also able to be used in mission making So you can actually make garrisons by disabling pathing in the mission file, so you can pre-make the AO, and then you can ungarrison them as needed. However, you're going to be... If you watch other streamers, you would have been told by one that's particularly famous never to do that. But his argument is because you don't want to fight static AI, as if there's no one there to actually edit the AI to go off the pathing. Get pathing back. I really need to tackle that argument one day, because it's very flawed. But that's going to be for a mission making versus Zeusing video, which will be made after the Golden Rules. Deli around here makes bagels. Wait, I want to read this. Deli around here makes bagels, and if they're not bought, they'll chop them up and refry them and sell them. That's not that bad. Yeah, exactly. I'll talk with Bad Wolf, and if the request was made, like, nothing's bad's gonna happen if, because I'm gonna get both sides of the story. But I'll just say, hey, if I see your name again on it, then we're gonna have an issue. Because stream sniping not only takes away from your experience, because you know where everything else, where everything is, it takes away from everyone else's experience. Yeah, I just realized something. There's some people out there that claim that they, like, only want things done with mission mission files and stuff. But then those are the same people that will go and play the op they made on the ground. So if you make the mission file, and then you play it on the ground, is that technically stream sniping because you know where everything is? I mean, by definition it wouldn't be, but it would still be a form of metagaming. Huh.
Good check.
Huh.
What's up, Danny?
And then they're able, because they know where everything is, they can get the best content for their operation because they know where to put themselves to...
Copy.
Huh. The truth is, the game was rigged from the start, Jimbo. That's all I can think of with that. I'm gonna have to go do some digging. That's gonna be an interesting video. Aren't you metagaming by controlling the AI? There's an argument for that too, Frost, and that is one of the biggest issues with Zeusing, is using your meta knowledge to put the AI in an advantageous position that in their situation they probably wouldn't do. And it's very easy for Zeus to fall in that trap. I do that all the time. Sometimes you just gotta ignore the players and go on with what's there. Thank you, Sean. That's, it's 50 cents. Appreciate it. I'll go get 2 gumballs and, chew them. Nah, but seriously, thanks. Appreciate it. Alright, small bit rent. Bits are a scam, because every bit's worth a penny, but Twitch takes 50% of the bits. So if you give someone $1, they only get 50 cents worth of bits. Oh, yeah, people talking about balls now? Mm-hmm, cool. So Bad Wolf Ground Command Man has gone off on his own on the right. He is, I guess, hunting 4 more little piggies after he just blew some out of the water back there. And the rest of his force are now going to come up to this tall ridge and do some recon, which, not going to lie, that's a good choice. It's going to be far enough, so even if they were to skyline, they probably wouldn't be spotted because the AI had been a little brain dead today. But that's going to help them kind of set up how they want to do this attack. Because from that ridge, mark everything out. And then they come to these forests, cross right here, have someone stay up there to watch this M2 patrol so it doesn't happen to be on them as they go through. And then they can go through these forested areas, get right on top of the objective. It's going to take them a little bit of time to set up, though, but it will be doable. So, yeah, it's a good call. So we're gonna put the camera right here and watch the players come up.
Send in goat team.
Infidel
6.
giving a sub to Zam. I'm not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything. I hope you both keep enjoying the ops. And Infidel, what have you done? So, here's the thing about AI mods. They don't make the AI better. The only way... Okay, actually, no. What I just said is factually wrong. They do make the AI better, but if you have over 100 AI down in a server that has 30 or more players without any headless clients attached to the server, it doesn't matter what AI mod you have, the AI is going to be dumber than a sack of bricks, because at that point, everything is bottlenecked by the top core of the CPU on the server. AI mods are only good when you are doing small-scale stuff with only a handful of AI. For example, if you have, like, Ace Medical set to advanced, see, you're starting to see them crawl up like ants. They're using the enhanced movement bug to spacebar smash to... Or whatever their enhanced movement button, they basically spam that, and it catches enhanced movement in a loop, and they can jump up the side of the mountain real quick. Nice little metagame tactic that we all know of. But anyway, AI mods aren't effective past a certain amount of people. They're really good if you have, like, less than 100 people, less than 100 AI or less than 30 players, as long as you don't over-throttle the CPU. But it's good for something like, if you have a set to, like, advanced medical with no prevent insta-death. That means your AI, you can just match your players to AI ratios 1-to-1 or less. Have for every 2 players, you have 1 AI, like what I did in Vietnam last Thursday, because they have their medical set to that way, and the AI will perform. The issue with, at that point, though, is the AI will perform very, very well and murder everything. The issue, though, is that the AI start running scripts that kind of takes control away from the Zeus and more towards the AI. So if you want the AI to do something specifically, you're kind of SOL. Which is great for the people that don't like Zeus's and want mission files only. However, you can easily get screwed pretty damn hard with AI mods.
Alpha, sit rep.
But even then, vanilla AI will screw
We're
you.
probably
Again,
gonna engage with the javelin and
the
then
one
try
FIA or Syndicate guy that killed 4 dudes. Excuse me, 4
Copy,
vehicles was vanilla.
I'll find y'all
I've
once
never
the
seen
shooting starts. I
VCOM
have
do
no
that
idea
much
where
in
I've
terms of
ended up.
casualties, but, you know, crazy. Badwell's still lost over here. They're talking about using a javelin. That means I'm going to send my QRF a little bit early. You know what? Let's use one of the bad boys. So they're gonna see that M2 Humvee coming around right there. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know.
Go ahead, fire.
Can you relate well, but the truck track never made it to the base?
Alright, we can engage the Bradley from out here. There's an M2 Humvee that just passed on the road below us. Once we shoot off this rocket, we're going to shift probably southeast.
The Mini's somewhere in this room. I have no idea where Bloodwind put it.
Copy, I've got eyes on
If
the
I'm
town
lucky, I might
and
consider
the resource
painting it
field,
by August.
So, you're the tactical on-team commander. Do as you see fit.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Research, be advised, you'll see it within about 1 or 2 minutes. It's on the road you're on.
Oh yeah, setting up the damage for lethality is important. However, with New Ace Medical, it varies a lot. And I should make a video on that specifically, because I will admit the Golden Rule 2 video I'm making does get into some Ace Medical stuff to at least see how balance works.
The rightmost foil derrick has
But
a
it's not
50
going to
on
go
it.
truly into Ace Medical. It's just going to give a few pointers. But let's see where the players decide to maneuver here. Bad Wolf, I think, has found his friendly's position. And now he's starting to move up this ridge line.
Alpha's going to move first, and then I'll make the call for when to engage the Bradley.
Copy, Alpha.
Yeah, bro. For dinner? It's 2 o'clock. Why did they make dinner? Okay. I'll be down in like 3 hours. So I'm over at my family's house for Father's Day, and after the streaming I was going to make dinner, but they decided at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to make dinner. So, weird. Liru's family. Yeah, the new A stuff when it first came out in January was a little wonky, but they've patched out a few things and made it a bit easier to use, so I don't know why they made it at 2. They're quite strange. But players are now, look at that, what I predicted. They would come around on the right through the forested area, and now they're going to go up the forested route. They might actually flank right into the city and possibly consider setting up a base of fire from these buildings, but they're not going to find too many good angles. There's a few windows, though. They might be able to do it. We'll have to see. But they're going to have to be quick. This team's going to have to hide, and this group's going to have to stay there, because that M2 is coming. And this is on a hill, so they'd have to go to the right of it real quick. But they do have Danny staying back here. He needs to call out if that M2's coming. He's not looking at it, though. He's looking at the Bradley. That M2 could be a shocker here. I don't know why they have the Javelin and that out. They got 3 things of AT looking at that. Oh, God. Oh, guys, be quick, be quick, be quick. Ooh, that's smart, though. They're overwatching with an AT because they know about. Okay, that's smart. But you don't want to engage. Oh, run, guys. That was the wrong time. Oh. 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 Now, is the Humvee going to aggro? I don't think it is. I don't see the gun turning. Oh, but it's going to get up here. Oh, no. Oh, no. And he's still looking the other way. No fucking way. Oh, no. Nope, it's over. It's over. And now you have the Javelin getting hit. Oh my God, that was...
We got spotted by a Humvee.
That was intense.
I'm aware it almost ran me over before it made it to you guys.
I got it.
Solid copy.
We also got the Bradley. We're pushing into town now.
Wow. I don't think anyone got hurt by that. That was comical. Now you got guys getting
Alpha,
a firefight over here. Bradley's down. It's just 2 squads of infantry. We have a tank, and we got 2 squads of infantry coming here.
To stay inside the town and engage the oil field until we're ready to push it.
Ground, this is high. I'll copy.
Send it high.
Roger, you got a little under an hour left. Just letting you know.
Ever.
So you can hear him locally on yelling, too. Macaronini's got his SVDs, taking some pot shots here. infantry have all kind of broken apart. They're getting on some open hilltops right here. I said hill, my bad. It's
Alpha relay from air. M1 to our north is moving down the road and looks like it's headed our way.
Oh. Oh, damn.
M1A1.
That's gonna cost some of the production here every week. That's gonna make it 2 RPs per week.
Tank looking thing.
The cook-off, I guess, killed that fuel, Vic. Big boom. I think that was just cook-off from the Bradley killing the fuel, Vic, which then in turn killed that tower. Big explosion. But yeah, these 2 squads I'm going to have basically dismount right here and then move in on foot. I'm going to change up their get-out parameters. I'm going to have one get out over here, use this forest to come up. Other one's going to get out back there and be a bit of a lawn go. Team 6 now.
I come into the stream and I see an oil tower. Invasion.
There's nothing to invade, Outcast. They blew up. They blew up. Thanks for the 10-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying playing the operations and watching. And I hope you are getting a little kick out of your Father's Day. Stay safe from COVID-19. Alright, I know she's 19, but don't trust her. Actually, is it even a girl? No, she's drawn as a girl. It's okay. Everything's A-okay. And then this guy somehow survived all of that. His buddies got blown away. That's pretty funny. And it looks like everyone's come off that hill and they're now going to push. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport up. We have Yanni and Nimia, 2 T3s, trying to lead the way here, suppressing some of these infantry running around. Ooh, I just got hit with a little bit of vertigo. And this guy's now going to stop looking.
Got infantry in Humvees coming down the same MSR as the tank, behind the tank currently.
Well, we're pretty fucking close to this, so.
I suppressed the full magazine up there and he poked his head back up.
Alpha, I'm taking one of my guys. We're going to try to set up a blocking position on certain MSR.
Oh, I just hit him in the leg.
Alpha, M1A1 took the western MSR.
Alright, Karn, yep, so he got behind cover.
On the way. Understood.
Alpha's gonna attempt to defend from the town itself.
Tank is angry.
Big call, Alpha. Danny set up a blocking position, so if the tank tries to get on the flank, he'll at least get one shot on it, so we'll know about it.
Roger that.
Alright. No, these are all, Sean, these are all just like made up factions. I just went with a few random names and yeah, just made it that way. Now, the AI is always going to stop short from their position when they're in a vehicle because the vehicles are silly. Gotta put this tank on a decent angle.
Alpha is pushed through the resource field. collision. Tank is pushed through the resource, is pushing to the resource field instead of following a road, so he's directly northeast of us.
He's being a big angry.
Alpha, I think the tank is not going to cooperate with us and push us. I think it's sitting stationary.
Oh, no, I'm not pushing that thing into you guys. I'm having it covered till the infantry squads get in position, and then I'll push you guys.
Copy error. I know you're on 502.
I don't really have any good angles, though, to strike.
Yeah, well, air stationary.
I might be able to get him back here.
On the way.
If we don't move, they're probably gonna call air or RD on this.
Yeah, I'm already moving up with a couple guys to poke the bear.
Stand for Alpha.
I am coming in from the west. Just
Red smoke is me trying to get the tank's attention.
That's on that.
Air indicates tanks moving to Dark Kush. Let's go ahead and push on the resource field.
Uh-oh.
Infantry in the fields between us and the darks. Watch yourselves as we push.
Copy. Karen and I are, well, I just saw Karen take a hit, but Karen and I are on the lead.
Here we go, boyos. This isn't just a tank, it's a giant freaking sniper rifle. Yeah, MV-AT. We'll make that work. So I'm relying on those infantry able to cover my right flank over there.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Oh, I just blew that guy away. Ooh. Yeah, he's not gonna live after that one. Round is already ready because I have a loader. Oh, man. Random Stone giving a sub to Shadow Noise. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Keep your heads down, boys and girls.
Are you on this net?
Yeah.
Tank is stationary, south side of Darkush. Can you just like hit it with guns or something?
Hey, fun.
Good effect, repeat.
Brown?
Turn it down at this time.
What if you next, we have 6 units coming in right now.
Where's the Avenger? There's no way in hell that thing's gonna get here.
On the way. On the way.
Harry, you still up?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just checking.
Be advised, I can only do this shit for so long. Eventually, you are going to have to kill it. I'm doing nothing.
I know.
Wave off on them is totally ineffective.
No, it's making them pull back. I gotta try to deal with that air asset, so it's at least forming a good distraction. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Avenger to come around in. Undead's flanked around on the right here.
Fire at that soldier. West.
Ooh, he ducked his head back at the right time. I don't have a coin to flip. She moved my flip coin, damn it. Alright, screw it.
Understood.
We're gonna have to hope the Avenger gets here soon. Whatever happens, happens. What are you doing? Rocking this thing back and forth because that's gonna evade the air fire and it's also gonna hopefully evade their rockets. And there goes my damn turn. I think the engine just died. I died. Okay. Well.
Why? It was demounted.
Because nobody had called it as demounted, so we were working accordingly.
It demounted as I launched the last rocket.
Now they're just dealing with the stragglers. Alright, so overall, good fights. I didn't hold anything back. And they still did pretty well. He's still the AA Vic driving around. So yeah, overall, not bad for a 20-man. Definitely impressed. Definitely better than last week too. That was a mess. Alrighty. So, next stop will be in about an hour. I don't see where they're going to go from here, though. They've got 38 minutes, and if they're only going to walk, I don't see them getting to that fob.
This is Alpha.
What is y'all's current position? We're reinserting with 6 people at the current moment.
Shame, though, because those 6 reinserts aren't going to...
Drop them off in the town of Bastia and tell them to head northeast.
They're not going to really have anything to do. I mean, they could go for that fob, but that is pushing it a bit. We're just going to relax. I'm going to give them a time warning in another 7 minutes, because I try to give them like a 30 in an hour and maybe a 45 if we're not doing anything. Yeah, AA Vic isn't going to hear anything though, but I'll keep it in the back.
On the way.
T-intersection would be nice. Yeah, with those cut off, though, there's no way I can put any reinforcements in there, so... Because that resource field is literally on the reinforcement route, so... Flat line's a bit cut off, but hey. I'll just have to put that one as reduced, though, since it did lose one of these. Otherwise, how was everyone's Father's Day?
Alpha, get yourself straight. Give me a sit rep. Do you think we can take the fob in the next 30 minutes? If not, we'll call it an index.
No, we're just pushing the town to Darkush and securing it. It'll take us 30 minutes just to get there, so no.
So the guy
Copy.
Opus who's Alpha is just...
Hi, as soon as this area is secure, we'll call it index.
Solid copy. Let me know when you want index.
Alpha, let me know when you've cleared that town.
You had fajitas. I want fajitas, man. Fajitas, if made right, are really good, but you gotta be careful not to overcook anything. Because it's very easy to do that. Yeah, this will give me a small break, have a little bit of chow time downstairs, and the next stop is in an hour and 5 minutes. And I don't need to set anything up because it's all preset in the Eden editor.
This is Alpha. I'm calling this town clear.
Copy. Hi, this is ground. Index when you're ready.
All right, stand by. Alright. get stock up. I'm gonna cut the streams in between the
I
two
killed a
apps,
metal
so...
shed. What the fuck?
I like being the Chad of the squad.
Let's get that going.
You're always the chat.
Alright, so, just to do a quick play-by-play, Bad Wolf in the future, try not to switch the AO up on me, because I have everything pre-made, so I had to quickly, then go re-garrison everything, but since we had low people, and it was like, small objectives, it was fine.
It was expressly because of the turnout. If we'd had the number we have right now at the very start, and not late joiners, I would have gone with the initial plan of the FOB, then the 3 resource fields we took.
Yeah, that's fair. But either way, you guys flanked the resource fields. I wasn't expecting you to come from that angle ever, so you caught the enemy off guard. First QRF came in. I tried to have them run away, but the AI are dumb, and most of them died as they were just trying to remount the damn Humvee. You guys then went to the second resource field, took it over, spread out your force a little thin, but there's only 2 squads in the Bradley defending those spots, and there's, a M2 Humvee or 2 just patrolling around. Sometimes they'll bleed in, sometimes they won't. But you took out the garrison, took out the Humvee in a beautiful shot that preserved most of the Humvee, with the exception of the wheels, and killed both guys. So that was cool. I don't know how it got flipped though.
Around?
So yeah, it was the one spinning around.
I flicked a SMV out at it because I was prepping for the Bradley, and I managed to hit it, so it killed the crew, but carried on driving.
Yeah.
And Undead got in it, and it somehow flipped.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Keep the driver on the
Arma
flip.
is a perfectly wonderful game with exactly 0 bugs. It's all features. Anyway, then QRF came. QRF for each of those positions was a Humvee with 8 dudes and an M2 Humvee. However, the attack was going to go to the FOB you were originally going to go to. That was decided before Bad Wolf made the switch, so it was still going to happen. And it was set to go at 1 hour 30 from the off start time. So it just so happened that the QRF was going that route as well, because they had to go through that resource field to get to that area of the map. Excuse me. So it got intermingled, and you fought 3 squads of infantry, a Bradley, an M2 Humvee, and an Avenger Humvee that was meant to stop any air threats because they adapted since Malin struck at the enemy QRF hitting the other FOB last week with his plane. So I invested in some of those, even though it didn't do anything. So, you guys fought that. 3 infantry squads came in, 1 ahead of the other 2, and then second one also hit you, and the third one flanked around, found your gas, tried to use your gas, and then halfway through decided to bail and leave the other infantry to die, so I just decided, fuck it, I'll just have it fall back. Malin then tries to hit it. I have it keep going boop boop. I don't know. Avenger Humvee was useless, so I mobilized an F-16, and Malin decided to make up for last week and deck my F-16, so cute. And then you guys went to the third position. Narrowly avoided an M2 until it came around on your southern side, and almost ran Iopus over, but then you shot it. Then you started engaging the field. Tank I spawned in far north came in as QRF, and 2 squads of infantry, and you dealt with that pretty well. No one called that it dismounted, but that was fine, because I was behind it trying to repair the track, and you still blew it up, which blew me up in the dismounts up, so it worked out.
We did call it out.
Well, according to radio comms, someone was yelling that it wasn't, but digression aside, I'll let you guys speak with that when we get there. You blew up one of the 2 oil towers in there, so that resource field will produce +2 instead of +3. That's the only concern. Otherwise, everything else played out pretty well. I'm surprised that you guys bounced back compared to last week. But I'm not... It's a pleasant surprise. Let's go with that. Otherwise, yeah, that's all I got. Ground, go ahead.
3 points that I can think of. First one is BMP. BMP pushed up past its screen and died accordingly. I'm assuming that was an infantry guy with a Maz Liru.
Oh yeah, so on the tower on the left, BMP pulled up at just the wrong angle for that guy in the tower to just perfectly get a shot on the BMP, and then it stood there, and the guy took like 20 seconds and then eventually booped it. That was purely the AI.
As for the gas, I mean, kind of sucked for us, but come on, guys, we know better than to leave it completely unattended, even if we're putting it somewhere, quote-unquote, safe out of the line of fire. And as for the tank, my understanding is that the shot that killed it went out as the dismounts actually started getting out, so it wouldn't have mattered.
No,
anyway.
it already dismounted, and then as I was repairing it, and as I fixed the track and was getting back in it, you did a shot that then destroyed it.
Ah, okay. Regardless, it never made it to 5-0. At least that ground heard.
Oh well.
But yeah,
my fault.
that's
I don't give
all
a
I
shit,
had.
so fight me.
It's fine.
What?
Alpha had fun. Alpha did great. No real complaints other than, medic, please don't be in the front. If you're not sure how to kit out, ask. And please show up on time. Karin, anything?
Well, it was nice. Luton level.
What?
Being a Chad.
Mm-hmm. Please, listen to your squad lead if they tell you to stop moving, or whatever, 30-second salute, or stay in the town, That's about it, really.
Here?
I mean, I killed an F-16, killed the little bird. Tried to shoot the gas, missed. Tried to shoot the tank, hit it, but it's a 20 mil, so it's gonna do jack shit. And had fun being recon. So yeah.
Cool.
I'll console Mike. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll be back in about an hour for the Tier 3 op. Go operate operationally. Yes, I'll mention that stream sniping thing after I wrap this up. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally.